Yes, let's talk about Conor Gallagher to the Athletico Madrid. We know the interest. Conor Gallagher, Athletico Madrid, they have agreed the terms, of course, the price with a Chelsea Football Club. Waiting for Conor Gallagher to take the decision. The Chelsea offered him 2 years a deal plus 1 year of extension. He said no. They will make him one of the highest paid at Chelsea Football Club. He equally rejected that deal. Twice he rejected Chelsea's contract on the table because Enzo Maresca said he will be a squad player, which means that he will be finding it difficult to break into the starting 11. He doesn't see him as a starting 11 player because he wants to play a possession-based football, and of course, Conor Gallagher doesn't fit into that. Means he was given until yesterday to make that decision. Athletico Madrid, they kept waiting, and of course, they had to agree, and they had an agreement with another player waiting for Conor Gallagher to take his final decision. But good one, early hours of this morning, Conor Gallagher, of course, he agreed to join Athletico Madrid, and of course, it's a permanent. He has given green light. Kanute Sonny Bobo, the general Conor Gallagher, of course, he has finally agreed. Chelsea agreed first with Athletico Madrid, and now Conor Gallagher, he has accepted to join Athletico Madrid after pondering his options. He was given the deadline. Early as of this morning, he said yes, giving a green light to Athletico Madrid. The general Conor Gallagher leaving Chelsea, has finally agreed to join Athletico Madrid.
Well, good for him because the coach has told him that you don't have a permanent shirt. You are not a regular starter. You're only a squad. You have a squad number, which means that you're part of the team. So it doesn't guarantee you your starting place. So he wants to play regular football. And of course, Chelsea have been wanting to sell him in order to raise funds because he's one of their best players, and so that's it for Chelsea, and they don't want to make the mistake they made for Rudiger when they allowed him go on a free transfer. So they want to sell him and they cash out on him because if they don't sell him, if he continues lingering, of course he might leave on a free transfer. So they don't want that to happen, and it's also good for him because Maresca wants to play. He wants to own the possession like his boss. He wants to control the midfield, but that is not for
Conor
Gallagher because. Of course, but we saw him, win a couple of tackles last season. He was really everywhere for Chelsea last season, and one of the reasons Chelsea, maintained the position where they finally, ended up in the season. So I think losing him, well, unless they've gotten a replacement for him, unless probably the coach has better plans and better options, I think
Ken Andrews Bihor has come in.
Well, I don't know. He's still a young. He's just coming in, and
young lads.
He has to. No. It's not even about the age. He has to, of course, understand how things are done in the English Premier League and of course at Chelsea before he can perfectly fit in. You don't just come and you start doing well. You're not a striker. You're only a defensive or a holding midfielder. So, but I think Conor Gallagher are going to Athletico Madrid. It's a good one for him. All the best if he decides to finally make that move.
Conor Gallagher, as about the Malian Kanute, looking at the statistics, comparing Conor Gallagher with Moises Caicedo and of course Enzo Fernandez. Gallagher played 37 games last season. Caicedo played 33 games. Of course, Enzo Fernandez played 26 games. Gallagher had 5 goals. Caicedo 1 goal, Enzo Fernandez 3 goals. Gallagher had 7 assists. Moises Caicedo 3 assists, and of course Enzo Fernandez 2 assists. Tackles 1 per 90 minutes. Gallagher had the highest 1.49. Caicedo 1.44, and of course Enzo Fernandez 0.89. Interceptions last season, Conor Gallagher had the highest 43 interceptions. Moises Caicedo had 37, and of course Enzo Fernandez had 17. Then chances created, he created the highest chances compared to Gallagher, compared to Caicedo, and of course Enzo Fernandez, he created 53 chances. Caicedo created 23 chances, of course. Enzo Fernandez created 32 chances. Sonny Bobo, with these statistics, Gallagher, of course, he had the better statistics compared to Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Hopefully, hope Chelsea are not going to regret selling Conor Gallagher to Athletico Madrid.
That's one thing I'm saying. I hope they don't get to regret selling him. But they have a new management. They have a new coach coming in. So let's see what they can do. But as for Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo, I think these guys are good. They are all good players, no doubt about that. But Chelsea let him go is one thing I hope they don't get to regret. But Enzo Fernandez, people are complaining that he should be the one to go because he's not playing well. But if you put this guy with the right team and everything, everything's working, you get to see the best of Enzo Fernandez. You saw him play for the Argentine side. We saw him play for Benfica before coming to Chelsea. We saw how good he is. So letting Gallagher go, I think, I'm hoping that Chelsea don't get to regret it because that guy is a workaholic. The action that he brings to the team and everything, the brain might not be there, but he's a utility player. He runs everywhere and not there. He's always there. So I think Chelsea let him go. I hope they don't get to regret it. But Enzo is a good player.
Canute, with the statistics, of course, I just mentioned, he had the better statistics compared to Enzo Fernandez, of course, and Moises Caicedo. Some Chelsea fans have said, yes, we want Gallagher to stay. He's a very good player. Some said he is of no use. Let him go. But the statistics, of course, have spoken for himself. Gallagher having a better goal, assist, chances created, interceptions, of course, even tackles made. He had a better statistic compared to Enzo Fernandez and, of course, Moises Caicedo. He has accepted finally to join Atlético de Madrid.
Yeah, he had to accept because a club that told you, okay, you are not part of their first team plans. You'll be a squad player, and at the same time, they don't want to lose him for free. They offered him a contract, but as a squad player, not so. Yeah, it's at the stage of his career where he has to start. He has to be a starter. Then talk about the statistics. I think this is a different manager that wants to play like General said, possession-based football. I think what he did on that possession was more of a worker, and he played further. He was the one that out of the three when they played, the three started most games together. He played as a further striker, more like a 10 position, not like the natural 10 like Bruno Fernandes or Odega, but he plays for further.
Enzo Fernandez did play that position, no doubt. He equally played.
I think at the later stage of the season, or towards, I think if you look at the whole season, I think Gallagher played more further than the other two players. So I think he's a good player, but this is a new management that wants a new coach that wants different kind of football, and probably doesn't fit into that kind of football they want to play. So he has to leave.
All right, yes, he has accepted to join Atlético de Madrid. The Conor Gallagher, he has given his green light. Finally, he will be an Atlético Madrid player if everything has been sorted out the way it ought to be.